fall of the Roman Empire is one of history's most debated events, marking the end of an era and the beginning of a new age in Europe. At its height, the Roman Empire stretched from Britain in the north to North Africa in the south, and from the Iberian Peninsula in the west to the Middle East in the east. However, by the 5th century AD, this once mighty empire had crumbled, leaving historians and scholars to ponder the reasons behind its collapse. Was it a single catastrophic event, or did a series of gradual factors erode its foundation? To answer this question, we must examine the political, military, economic, and social issues that plagued the empire in its final centuries. One of the most significant reasons for the fall of the Roman Empire was political instability and corruption. The Roman Empire's vast size made it increasingly difficult to govern effectively. Over time, emperors became more focused on consolidating their power than addressing the needs of the empire. Leadership transitions were often marked by assassinations, coups, and civil wars, as rival factions vied for control. For example, during the 3rd century AD, the empire experienced the crisis of the 3rd century, a period of almost 50 years where dozens of emperors rose and fell in quick succession. This constant political turmoil weakened the empire's stability and left its borders vulnerable to external threats. The empire's military decline also played a pivotal role in its fall. The Roman legions, once the most disciplined and formidable fighting force in the ancient world, gradually lost their effectiveness. By the 4th and 5th centuries, the Roman military increasingly relied on mercenaries, non-Roman soldiers who were often less loyal to the empire and more interested in personal gain. Additionally, Rome faced relentless pressure from external enemies, including the Huns, Vandals, Goths, and other barbarian tribes. The infamous sack of Rome by the Visigoths in 410 AD and the later sack by the Vandals in 455 AD symbolized the empire's inability to defend its capital. These defeats not only weakened the empire militarily, but also dealt a psychological blow to the Roman population. Economic troubles further exacerbated the empire's decline. Maintaining such a vast empire required enormous resources, and over time, Rome's economy began to falter. Heavy taxation placed a significant burden on the population, particularly on the lower classes, leading to widespread discontent. Additionally, the empire suffered from rampant inflation and a declining agricultural output. As trade networks broke down and economic productivity decreased, Rome struggled to support its armies and maintain its infrastructure. The empire's economic troubles created a vicious cycle of decline that further weakened its ability to respond to crises. Another crucial factor was the empire's social and cultural decay. As the empire expanded, it absorbed diverse peoples and cultures, which brought both enrichment and challenges. Over time, a growing divide emerged between the wealthy elite and the impoverished masses. The traditional Roman values of discipline, duty, and civic responsibility began to erode, replaced by a culture of luxury and excess. This moral decline, coupled with a lack of social cohesion, weakened the unity of the empire. Furthermore, the rise of Christianity introduced a new set of values that sometimes conflicted with traditional Roman ideals. While Christianity eventually became the state religion, its emphasis on spiritual matters may have diverted attention from the empire's political and military challenges. The division of the Roman Empire into eastern and western halves in 285 AD under Emperor Diocletian also contributed to its downfall. While the Eastern Roman Empire, later known as the Byzantine Empire, continued to thrive for nearly 1,000 years, the Western Roman Empire struggled to maintain its power. The division created administrative and logistical challenges, as resources and manpower were split between the two regions. The Western Empire faced the brunt of barbarian invasions and lacked the economic and military strength of its Eastern counterpart. By the time the Western Roman Empire fell in 476 AD, the Eastern Empire remained relatively stable, highlighting the growing disparity between the two regions. External pressures ultimately delivered the final blow to the Roman Empire. The migration and invasion of barbarian tribes into Roman territory were both a symptom and a cause of the empire's decline. The Huns, led by the fearsome Attila, pushed other tribes, such as the Visigoths and Ostrogoths, into Roman lands. These groups, initially seeking refuge, eventually turned against the empire. The Visigoths famously defeated the Roman army at the Battle of Adrianople in 378 AD. a turning point that exposed Rome's vulnerability. In 476 AD, the Germanic chieftain Odoacer deposed the last Roman emperor, Romulus Augustulus, marking the end of the Western Roman Empire. This event is often cited as the official fall of Rome, although the decline had been centuries in the making. The fall of the Roman Empire was not the result of a single cause, but rather a combination of interrelated factors. Political instability, military decline, economic troubles, social and cultural changes, and external invasions all played a role in the empire's collapse. Each factor weakened the empire in different ways, creating a perfect storm that ultimately led to its downfall. While the Western Roman Empire fell in 476 AD, its legacy endured in many forms, influencing art, architecture, law, and governance for centuries to come. The Eastern Roman Empire, or Byzantine Empire, continued to preserve Roman traditions until its fall in 1453 AD, ensuring that the spirit of Rome lived on even after its political demise. The story of Rome's fall serves as a cautionary tale about the fragility of great civilizations and the complex interplay of internal and external forces that can lead to their decline.